Hi guys and girls on YouTube, welcome to my channel. Well, I've got an interesting one here. It's a Bosch microwave and it comes up with an error code. And the reason I say it's interesting is because I've never actually seen one of these before. So I've really no idea where to look until I get the top off. But the customer says that's the model number there, BLF523MBOB. The customer says the error is E3, which according to the manual means that the electronic door will not open. So let's plug it in and see what happens first. And then you press the button for the door. It won't open. Oh, there we go, it's come up with the error. E3 and it's bleeping. The door will not open. Now, according to the instruction book, the door can actually be opened manually by gently putting your hand under there and gently pulling like that. And you can see now that the light's come on inside. There's nothing wrong with the door latch, so whatever has gone wrong, it's gone wrong inside here. What's it say on that sticker there? Bosch, made in China. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Right, let's get the lid off and have a look inside. See if we can see how this electronic door operates. I've never actually seen one with an electronic door before, but so that's why it's going to be interesting to me, at least, anyway. Right, let's get the cover off and have a look inside. See what makes it tick. Right, the first thing you'll notice about this is there's lots and lots of... my hand will go under there, look. There's lots and lots of room in here because we have such a small cavity. Let me just turn it round. Just stop the camera, I'll turn it round. Right, I'll just put a little bit more light on so you can see. Whitehall Chinese magnetron, and I can see straight away down there that the door appears to be operated by an electric motor. Let's have a look what it says on the control panel. Let me zoom in. I can see, let me zoom in. Ah, look, control panel by Madeira of China. Right, so I guess the first thing we need to do is check that that motor's not open circuit. Right, let's come back in a minute when I've checked that. Right, so that's a strange motor. That's not going to be replaceable by anything else other than the original Chinese part. Because if you look, there's a plug and socket there where the motor... that's where the motor plugs in. I've never seen one there before. The wires usually just come out the side. Yeah, I mean, I can't just see from here, but it looks very, very Chinesey, that. And these two wires to the motor actually plug. They actually go to this power supply relay board. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm just going to check the continuity across there. Now, I don't actually know what resistance the motor should be, but I've got a couple of here just to give me a ballpark figure. And if we try that one, so that's 11.14k. Let's try another one here. Um, 10.6k. So we've got a rough idea probably what that should be reading. Right, here we go, and the motor in here is reading 8.65k. So I would assume that is probably about right. So the continuity of the motor's alright. It doesn't mean to say the motor's actually working. If it's got plastic cogs inside, they might have worn away. But according to that, it is. It's a mains motor. So, I mean, it could still be faulty, or there could be no power to it from there, or it could be just jammed up for some reason. I think what I'm going to do now is plug that back in and just see if I get any power across these when I press the door button. And should we need it, there is a part number on the motor itself in case we need to get another one. Yeah, so we've got 240 volts to them pins, but the motor didn't do anything. So there's no point taking this panel out because one of these little relays here is obviously switching power to the motor. You'll have to take the motor out and power it up. Either something in the mechanism's broke or jammed, or that isn't turning. Let's get it out and have a look. Right, so that is what it looks like when it's out, and that is what is on the other end. A plastic coupler that obviously operates the door and operates the switches as well to tell it whether the door's open or closed. Right, let's put some power on this and see if it actually turns. Right, so here we go. Let's turn it on. I've got two crocodiles connected to it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, on. And look at that. Nothing at all is happening. So that motor is faulty. It's got continuity, but it ain't turning. Right, so we just take a look. So that's a genuine Bosch one. Bearing in mind, this is on the internet. These are retail prices. I don't buy it that. I buy it trade. But the genuine Bosch one is £53.45, which is obviously a genuine Madea one. If you take a look on AliExpress, if you don't mind waiting absolutely ages, the £3.99. But I won't be doing that. I'll be getting one with next day delivery for about £10 for the Madea one. But that just shows you the kind of markup. If you're buying a premium brand, you're going to pay a premium price for your spare parts. Right, we'll come back to this video tomorrow when the new motor arrives, and if the customer doesn't want this back for any reason, we'll break it open and have a look what's actually gone wrong with it inside. Right, so the new motor has arrived. Now it's a good job it's come in this oversized box, because it actually looks like somebody sat on it. But that is what should be in that box. Let's get it open. Right, well there we go, that's your motor. I can't even see the point in putting that in. But anyway, that's not for me to say anything. So there is your genuine Madea motor. Right, let's get it out of the box and just have a quick look first. But that should be the exact one. Yep, there we go. That's the new one. That is the old one. Right, let's get it fitted in then. Right, so that's the new motor in, but just to show you, one thing you might not be aware of is this plug only actually goes in one way, and that is not the correct way. We need to turn it over and then it goes in. Trying to do this while I hold the camera, like that. When it's clicked fully down, then it's in. It will not go in the other way round. And there we go, that's all back together. Let's just try it out now. Right, so here we go, time to try it out. Now I've had to sit it on a couple of books here because with it being a built-in one, when it's on my bench, this door actually sits on it. It's not going to open like that, is it? So I put it on a few books. Let's press the button, see what it's supposed to do. And look at that, a nice little gimmick. What is wrong with just pulling the door? Anyway, there we go. Another job sorted. Anyway, I'll just put all this back together, and then I think what I'll do is I'll just open this anyway and just tell the customer that I opened it to have a look inside it. Because it's got continuity, it just doesn't turn. So let's come back in a few minutes when all this is reassembled. There we go, look, the radio and TV servicing books came in really handy. Right, so I've got the lid off the motor now. I really don't know what's gone wrong with it because it actually turns mechanically. Can I do this with one hand? Let's have a go here. Yes, it's all turning. And it's got continuity. But it didn't turn when we powered it up. Anyway, not to worry, that's the job sorted. So Bosch microwave E-3 fault. It's the door opening motor. Alright guys and girls, many thanks for watching my video. I'll catch you in the next one then. Goodbye.